Hi everyone, Dave here from the Photography Toolkit, and today we're doing the 50mm challenge. So I'll be using a 50mm lens. I'm at the Raffles Hotel in Singapore, and I'm just gonna go around and explore. I've got a sunny day, beautiful day, it's hot, but there's lots of shadows and lines, and I'm really looking forward to exploring. I'm gonna be using the Nikon 50mm f1.8 lens, and I'm gonna be using that with the Nikon DF, which is just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful camera. It's this retro look, I love it. It's got a full frame sensor, it's just gorgeous. So I'm gonna explore with this lens. It focuses down to about 45 centimeters, and it's a 1.8 f1.8 lens. So I'm gonna see if I can get some shallow depth of field. I'll be looking for shadows and lines and all sorts of things, but it should be a lot of fun. So let's give it a shot. I just like the look up here of these archways. I'd love to get if there's somebody walking through there. That would make the image. Might wait around a bit and see if I can wait for somebody to walk past. I'm a sucker for shadows, so this sort of thing I think is pretty cool. Just shooting down this line here. Trying to get, and I'm watching the edges of my frame. Nice shallow depth of field with this lens. So I've got this door here, but I'm actually looking at the reflection. So I'm going to try to focus on the reflection in the door. Okay, I'm shooting through this window, but I'm actually going to shoot so the window is in focus and the background isn't. And then I'll try it another way where the background is in focus. There goes somebody walking through there. That's sort of what I was looking for. Give it a point of interest. Kind of cool. I'm a sucker for shadows, and here are some cool shadows. So I'm gonna try this from a few different angles. I might get low. Up high a bit. Change my angles. I might underexpose a bit. And I might even try sort of that shallow depth of field and see how that goes. This is what's great about a 50mm lens. It just strips everything else away. I always like a different perspective, and here I've got a bird's eye view perspective, and this just gives me something a bit more interesting. Again, in an ideal situation, I'd have somebody on the stairs. So, and I might explore some underexposure to make those spots, highlight spots, a little bit darker. But we'll see. Might wait around. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot along here. I just want this, just this repeating pattern, but starting with the shutter in the foreground. And I'm gonna try shooting through this and have these in the foreground sort of out of focus. Looking down that hallway. See what I can do. Again, in a perfect world, I'd have somebody walking here, but not a lot of people here today. It's early, so. Okay, the shooting through this. Trying to get those people on the other side sort of walking there. The foreground's going to be a silhouette, so we'll see how that goes. Change the angle here. Just a very graphic image. There we go. Another graphic image. Just explore it a bit. So I'm just exploring different angles. What I can do. Looking through, just trying to get some people. Well, I've got to explore these guys painting here. See what I can do. Might be cool from up above, so I might try that as well. Okay, I'm gonna try this from a different perspective. These cleaners. Just looking down, see what I can do. Okay, I'm gonna try a similar shot that I tried before, sort of looking through here, but I've got these guys who are painting. So I've got this foreground, which is this shooting through these pillars. This reflection of this door handle. I've seen a ton of these door handles as I walk by, but now that I'm exploring and I've got time, it actually makes for a pretty cool image. So exploring with one lens, it just really helps me to try to find things and forces me to use that lens the best I can. Okay, so I'm looking down into the square here, and there's a statue of Raffles down there, and these seats. And what I'm trying to do is I'm just going to wait and see if I can get somebody to come into that frame. Maybe make it a bit more interesting. Just give it a point of focus. Here comes someone. If I can, I may also try it with a slower shutter speed to see if I can get some blur. It's got these beautiful roofs. It's just a simple shot with a 50mm lens. With this lens here. But I just love those. It's like I'm looking through just that window there. I'm just gonna capture some standard shots. I've got a lot of close-ups, so maybe what I need to do is I need to try to also just to get a sense of this place. I should also take some other ones here. To help get a sense of the place, what I'm going to try to do is also take sort of these type of pictures here. Got that in the background. Okay, see if I can get this guy coming across here. Pretty simple shot. I'm just going to sort of standard. There it is. Okay, I'm trying to look through here just at Raffles' picture from behind. And there's somebody walking. Gives you something interesting. I think I got it. Okay, so shooting through here. Look for someone maybe to come into the shot. See how that goes. Okay, I'm watching his background here. There, just that shape is cutting off his head. We're exploring a bit. There we go. Try that out. My reflection on the 50mm challenge. It was a lot of fun. I love staying in one place. That really forced me to make the best use of the lens, and I would go over places and find something that I didn't see before. And the 50mm lens is great because that really it represents sort of the perspective of your eye. And so there were times when I would love a wider angle lens to maybe take in more, but I was just forced to use what I had. I love the shallow depth of field that it has, and I often shot it wide open at f1.8 to give me a blurrier background. And as the day wore on, it got really sunny, and so I had to either shoot light and shadows and have really dark shadows, really a lot of contrast, or I could explore and go to a place where there wasn't a lot of light around. So I had a lot of fun. I really recommend 50mm challenge. It's a great lens, something that's easy to pick up and use. So give it a shot.